All right. Yeah. Uh, I still need to fix some things in the settings of the broadcast, but oh well. Anyway, um, I hope welcome back everybody. Welcome back to another drawing stream. Surprise! I'm back. Well, I'm back with lovely pictures that I drew for today, and I must say we're back in with Mina because holy hell. I have been practicing like almost a whole week, so I'm ready to contend to my problem fixing. So I'm gonna be doing that. As you can see, there is a lovely here little face that looks a little bit too much coconutting, and we don't want that coconut face there. So what I'm gonna be trying to do today is I'm just gonna make something very easy to get back into the business of drawing and doing streams again, because you know it has been 2 weeks. So yeah. So today I'm gonna be working on the face and make a front view, and then get the colors and all the stuff done. Do I have everything? No, I don't. Well, I do, but I don't. Well, I do. Well, anyway. Well, let's get started, shall we? So, as you can see, this is the drawing. It has been a long time before I have actually done anything, so excuse me for my slow moving towards the things that I need to do. So as you can see, this is the drawing, and alright, everything here works fine. That is lovely. I should get everything done fine done. Yes. Alright, so this is the drawing, and this is the face, and we want to make sure that that face is going to be looking a little bit more better. So the first thing first I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be opening one of the tabs in my telephone to see what it is again, or what the website is. That's exactly what I need to look for, just to get a little bit of a good. No, we don't need that. We need this only. All right, good. Yeah, sorry for being a little bit hectic, but well, it has been way too long. So, anyway, outline how to draw anime girl. Let's see if I can get the right thing already in one thing. How to draw anime? No, not the body. I need to just have, yes, there you go. That's the one that I need to look for. Blech. So, I have been doing this step every single time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have done these steps multiple times, but only the black and white, so no coloration. So that's still a thing that I need to do. But yeah, let's get started on it. So the first things first we need to do is actually copying this beautiful. We need to open a new one, and we need to copy this amount of stuff. So I think that is decent enough of image to go for. So 180 by 300 and 500.4. I believe that's the one. Yes, no, 508. So this is the height and weight. I believe then that is. Wait, hold on. I believe that is then the right one, or the right way around. So I'm gonna be creating a new one. Yep, there you go. Just gonna be casually doing this. So landscape, but what I want to do is actually just use this to get from the same. You know, we still have the same image here, so we want to just adapt on that one. Alright, so first things first I need to draw is a circle. Surprise upon that. And I actually need to go for some sketchiness, so let's see, is this sketchy enough? It is sketchy enough, but I don't know if it is responsible enough to be sketchy or called sketchy. I don't know if it's called, if it is decent enough. No, it's not. It's gonna be too sharp if I do that. It's gonna be a lot of erasing then. So boop 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 boop. We should definitely go to size 7. That's for sure. That is the outline. And now we need to get to the part that we need. So we need to get to... We're gonna go to the simple pencil button. Where is it? Has been a time. Pencil 2. There you go. Pencil 2, my friend. Is everything correctly placed? Yes. Even when I was away, it has been placed correctly. Alright, good. So the first things first we need to do is actually draw a circle. A circle can be actually easily done by, you know, just pressing by doing this. And you can already see that that is indeed a circle. It's not the finest circle, definitely not, but it's a circle nonetheless, and we can, you know, add it the circle so that it looks more circly. Surprise. So I want to do that. I want to get the circle to be more circly. So I'm gonna be doing that. And we're just gonna keep, you know, the sketchiness of it. It's only for the circle part. So we have now a circle that works. And now we actually need to get this line right here done. So this is a line that I want to keep in my suggestion. So if I drew here, if I now draw here, then that part will also work. Yes, thank you. Now, the second part of having this lovely circle of, you know, being just a blobby one. Like, oh, we need to draw the chin thing. So, this is what we need to draw. We need to draw a straight line down to represent the chin of the chins. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna draw a straight line down. We know where it needs to be, so there it needs to be. So we're gonna draw a straight line down. I'm totally not cheating right now because I cannot draw straight lines. So we have now a straight line. Surprise. Now, is it when the things is gonna be the chin? Oh, the chin. Dun dun dun. So, how does this chin work? Well, I have figured out that the chin works quite easily. It's one of the things that I really think is very easy to be done, especially with this thing. So we have, like, you know, the bottom part here and then go up there. So we need to start from the part. So we have this and this. Now, well, allow me to just draw the line down. And there you go. We have the chin. Magic! Oh. So as you can see, the chin is one of those things that you can draw over. And because we are now using a mirror, we should have used the mirror earlier, but that is my mistake. There you go. So now we have the chin, so that's all right. And now we can continue. As you already can see, we are actually doing quite well, even though, you know, the chin might be a little bit... Is it too little? Let's see. I have here my paperwork with me, so it should not be that problematic. We have a line that needs to be drawn under the chin. We need to have a line there under that. It should be around one half of the bubble. Yes. So it is actually correct. All right, good. Good. Good old jolly good. And now we just need drawing it. So we want to get from the chin downwards, so like so. And then, you know, go like this. Ugh. I am not good with this. Definitely not on... that is way too wide. And that's also way too not right. So, like so then, yes. We don't need to have a thick neck, that is. We just need to get this and then move this thing over there, zoom in because I have been out of the running like a truck. So, yeah, I am totally a rust bucket right now when it comes to these things. So, excuse me for being a little bit out of date. Like so, right? Yes, like so is good enough for now. We can change that on the way. So, as you can see, we have done now this part. And we're gonna move on. So now we need to draw the lines. Ooh, the spooky lines. Alright, so spooky lines and eyes. Well, congratulations. They are going really quick on this. Don't you worry, I will explain exactly what we need to do. So, what I have learned from this bad weather is that we need to draw a line right over here. That lines exactly with the rest, so we're gonna just draw a straight line. Like so. And we're gonna move it. We're gonna move it a little bit. Ugh, that's not how we're supposed to move a line. God damn it. Alright, well, hold on. We're just gonna be removing that line. Yeah, thank you. And we're gonna draw it on a second layer, therefore I don't have to deal with the line. So I am terrible at drawing lines because I don't have my linear with me. So as you can see, now that line is exactly on the face, which is important. Now we have also a line that needs to be underneath the chin, which is a thing that needs to be drawn. So we're gonna be casually drawing that as well, and then, you know, I hate it when that happens. Oh well. Then I need to do just this, and then just move that upwards and downwards. There you go. Ah, look at that. Just beautiful. I just did it immediately perfect. Absolutely. Deselect this piece of shit. Yeah, deselect. I don't need it. Yeah, thank you. All right. So now we have done this. We have now divide our big giant brain or brainness, and we're gonna be adding some new stuff to it. So the first thing they want to do is actually split it in half. Well, of course we're gonna do that. That's a smart move. That is indeed one of the smart moves that I want to do as well. What I've learned from that is actually that I need to do it. Let's see. The midsection needs to be just 1/4 of. I'm just gonna be drawing this on this part. So what I have learned from my drawings is that once this part is done, so when you have this part right here, you just need to add a little bit down to here and then finish it off. So it's not supposed to be very precise. It doesn't have to be, but you know, we just need to draw a line and then draw the line correctly. So this is gonna be come on, quick snap please. Yeah, there you go. So this is the line that's supposed to be in the middle, which is definitely not in the middle. Absolutely not. It has not been in the middle for a long time. So we're gonna just push it a little bit up. So this is like the part where I wanted to have it. Then we're gonna deselect it because we're totally gonna do that. Deselect, please. Thank you. Come on. Alright, fine. Yeah. Ugh. Come on. Yeah, there you go. You are not happy, and you're not happy with this, right? Nope, you're not. Well, congratulations, PC. You're gonna deal with it. Normally this should be even worse than before, because I'm selecting like big chunks, which he doesn't like smooth lines. So then, you know, they're saying like, well, why don't you just draw immediately the eyes? And I'm like, no, just don't do that. That's a mistake I made, because I want to actually know like how big do I want the eyes to be, and therefore I need to have the eyes to be, well, you know, I know that the eyes are big. All right, the eyes of this is like this is the size of the eyes. So if I go for this kind of size, no, come on, this kind of size of the eyes, and I can say like, well, copy this and then paste it over here, because we're gonna do that, and we're gonna save this just in case, and we're gonna call this Mina front, just gonna be front face, there you go. Just gonna save it, because we don't want to lose our progress here, especially this new thing. So we're gonna paste this. Now we're gonna have an eye. As you can see, we have an eye. Well, what is wrong with this eye compared to what we had before? This eye, it's supposed to be then below the line, and then it needs to be around, and then it needs to be underneath it. So this eye is way too small for whatever reason it's supposed to be. So if we want to go for the eye, we should go for an eye that is, oh, that's a little bit too big. Around, this is actually quite a good amount of eye. Honestly, you know, we're not going to use this eye. We're just going to be seeing like, what is the right size for this face to be? Because, yeah, that's how it works apparently on this part. Also, we need to see if we even need to lower down the amount of stuff. The line is too low. Oh, I see. Well, I figured out that this line actually needs to be higher. Oh well, that's a thing that we can solve, because that's how this works. We're gonna need to up this down to right about here, right? Yes, we need to do that, because this needs to be exactly in the mid. This actually needs to be around when the rounding up parts goes. So we actually need to have it right here and not right down. All right, that should that be it? Yes. Add a new line, and this line needs to be the size of the eyes. So we can see, like, we now tested out like what is the ideal line of eyes that we want. Wait, what? How does that? Because we. Oh wait, hold on. Son of a bitch. Because I have my mirror mode on that does that. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna be letting some mirror mode come between me and the eyes. Just blech. There you go. Now we have a blech. We have a line. And now we're gonna use that mark to line it up. Alright, so we want the eyes to be like so much. We need that to be the line underscore needs to be between the part of the mouth and the mouth is gonna be here, which is true. The mouth is gonna be here, and then the nose needs to be between it. So we need to have this, and then we need to copy this. No, not copy it. A new line we need. So come on, get lost. Deselect, please. It's not very difficult for you to deselect. No? You don't like it, right? You don't like lines. You don't like lines. I really hate it when the program is like, yeah, I don't like lines. Oh no. So yeah. Alright. I also see that the amount of stuff in the background is also really not happy upon this. So, now we do need our mirror mode again, because we actually need to draw, which is true, the mouth is going to be here, then the nose needs to be around here. So if the nose is going to be around here, that means that the eyes, the line of the eye, is going to be exactly the point where the nose is going to be. So Hold on. No. Come on. There you go. So, if the nose is going to be there, and the mouth is going to be there, and the nose is going to be there, and then that is the part where we need to be. Alright, so if we now draw in this part, we draw the eyes, then that should work. Note though that if we want to make eyes, we need to make sure that they are the same size. So, if we draw the eye is going to be around, the eye is going to be this big, I believe. This big, right? The main good thing about this is that we can just, get to from one point to another point and just deal with whatever we come across that is annoying. So this is gonna be, that is not what I want. So we need to remove this, but we don't need to remove everything. Also, my PC is not liking, doing drawings again, but oh well. I upgraded my PC just to get better, at whatever I'm doing right now, so that's all good. Yeah, we need actually olives then. We need olives. So, if I see this correctly, it's supposed to be like this. And then go down here. Wait, hold on. Yes. So, the eye is gonna be like that. And then downwards it goes. Of course, this is all done with the pencil tool, which you should never use when doing this normally, but I did it because I did it also as well. So these are the eyes that we need, and then we have that, and then we can go for... Alright, now we need to draw the basics. So as you can see, we have just drawn the lines, and we drew the lines again, so no worries there. So if we want to go for this, we can, because that is how it works. And we can always add more stuff to it. And now I need to be very precise here. So. Big eyes. Which is true, we need big eyes, and then we need to have this right now, and then this right now, and then I can draw the line that I want to draw. Alright, now I can redraw the line that I want to draw as well. There you go. So I'm just merely drawing the lines that I want and then draw the... So if I draw this like so... Of course it's not fully correct, but I'm just drawing. I'm just drawing the amount of stuff that I drew before. So now we can see if that is true. Well, it is true. Because if we add the smile here, we should definitely remove the add part because that smells so not good. We can now see that we have the eyes correctly done. Let's see. So this is the same size now. This is not the same size, but I almost did it correctly. So we can just redo this again and again and again until we finally have the right amount of stuff. So don't worry about this. I'm just going to be doing the last part that I need to do. This might look stupid, but it works, trust me. Alright. So if I want to do this, I need to... I can get the same, yeah. Ears don't matter that much. So, what did I do wrong? I drew the chin too agile. So I drew the chin way too smooth. That's much better. Of course, you can already see that the head as well is a little bit bloated. That doesn't matter too much. Right now it doesn't matter, but once we're fully finishing everything, that should matter a lot more. The eyes do matter. The eyes need to actually be a little bit more outwards, like so. I'm just gonna give the eyes later on. I don't want to get everything up and running properly. So this needs to be that, and then I need to do that. So now that should work. It's a little bit more different. I need to remove that, because technically I need to draw the eyes, but I don't need to draw the eyes in symmetry. That is my main mistake. I just need to draw the eyes like I always do, without symmetry. Who would have thought? Alright. Now the other one. Whew. Alright, I got this. So, it has been a long time that I have not been drawing on the tablet, so that's why I'm a little bit rusty on this. And I hope you guys understand that. That is actually a thing that is a problem, but it should not be that problematic once I'm done. So now if I now draw on this, then that should work. Because if I now draw on this and I should draw the eye, this part should be a half moon, and then connected from there, I can draw the eye fully downwards. Yes, but I need to draw the fully downwards like so. Yes, like so. Awesome. So now again, this eye actually needs to be a little bit more different. This eye needs to be also a full moon, but then it needs to be connecting to that other part right here and go downwards. So like so. And that actually looks far more better. I like it. Alright, this is why I'm doing this, because I need to also learn more and more and more. So the first drawing is probably not going to be probably the final part of this, but I'm going to be just doing this, and then hopefully you guys understand that within an hour we will get results. As I said before, it needs to be a tree difference. So now is the part that we need to know if this is globally this. Well, it is not, so therefore we actually need to move them. How do you do that? Well, probably like so, and then say we need to move that part right over there a little bit downwards. Just a little bit, I guess. I have no idea if this works, but oh well. And then we need to select it again. We need to select this part right here. Come on, select it. Thank you. And move it also a little bit to the other side, but keeping on the keeping on the line that we just drew. So now the eyes are correct because there is now a gap that can be done for whatever thing needs to be done. All right, good. What I noticed is that the eyes on this drawing are a little bit downwards, so I should definitely make them less olive and more flat. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Because we're working on the flat part right here, which has been already explained that it needs to be done, but it needs to be a little bit more like this, right? No, just a little bit more angular, but not as much of an angle as the one beforehand. Yes, like so. Alright. Yes, but this part needs to be non-angled. So this part needs to be actually going to the eyebrow instead of the part that we actually go to. Alright. So this part's same here. This part needs to be like so. And then we're almost there. So that is how the eyes work. Alright. The eyes do not need any more. No, they don't. They're actually quite correct. Alright. This is only a sketch, so don't worry about it. We will fix the rest of it. So now we're gonna go off to the part that we need to do. So after 1, we're gonna go to 2, which means that we're gonna draw these stroke things that are on top of it, the eyebrows. I think that it is the eyebrows, right? So first things first, I'm just gonna be doing that the easy way and then see if that works. So, that's perfect. But you can already see that I didn't do the. Technically, I should have less done that and more like done like so. And why is that? Because otherwise I will have a different facial expression. I think that is even still the same facial expression, right? Yep. And I noticed that the mouth is actually too small. There you go. Now the mouth is actually not small. Still too small. Mouth is actually a little bit too small, so I'm gonna be just removing it and then doing it again because I can. So how is this working? Well, technically we need to put the mouth underneath the like so. There you go. The mouth was a little bit underneath, which is not necessary. So you can already see that it looks so far better than before. We still have not done correctly the eyes or anything else like that, but we're just gonna move on because I just want to see, the end, and then we're gonna view it again, and then it will be fine again once I'm done. So, oh no, it's gonna be a mouth, no, and then it's gonna be the ears, and I already did that. So now I'm gonna be doing the forehead, so the forepart. The forepart should be around here. It should start, so I'm gonna be doing that. First things first, we need to have that. Then we need to have the second one because of how this works, how the hairstyle works. Then I actually went for a little one. So one of that. And then I went actually down towards the big gaps. So, come on, I can do this. So I went for this, went downwards. Then I actually went again for this and downwards. And then behind the ear. And then another one behind the ear. So, like so. Alright. So now we have this. Now we should definitely put another one down here. And then one more right over here. Alright. Now we actually have managed the head part. And now we're gonna go the other way around. So we're gonna go this. Then let's see how this works. Okay. Like so. Then we need 2 1, so 1 2, which goes above it, well, which goes like so, and then one behind that. I think that's how it went. So now we have that part done. And now we just need to draw the bun. So. Almost. I almost drew it correctly. Oh well. No harm done here. I'm just going to be starting over. Yeah, that works. That works fine. And then just draw the... I'm just going to draw them not very easily, but first things first, I want to draw this. So as you can see, we have sketched again. It's a far different look on the face than before. As you can see, it's far different. Why is that? Because this is actually a walnut shape, and this is a far more square shape. The only thing that is actually what I'm very happy about is actually that it actually works quite well. I had my worries with the eyes, but it looks now still a little bit decent. So now we're gonna perfect the eye parts, which need to be done first before we can do the rest. So most of this is already pretty much done. This is actually pretty much everything, but with the eyes actually being a little bit more of a thumb down. So what I'm going to be doing now is actually putting the eyes again on it, and I'm just going to put this on easy mode, which is capacity 50%, and I'm going to be trying to do it again, but this time I'm going to be drawing it a little bit more better, because I actually want the eyes. I do want the eyes to be, the eyes that I want them to be. The main problem of these eyes is that they are quite how do you say that? Olived? No. They're quite how do you say that word? Ugh. Olives, maybe. Just olives. It's not a circle, it's the other one. It's the oval. There you go, oval. There you go, oval. So they're quite oval, but it doesn't mean that they are not bad. It doesn't mean that they're any bad or anything. Because oval-shaped eyes is actually quite cool, and it creates the effect of, you know, having. Like, I like to have them to have big eyes because, you know, looks great. And that is one of the main things why I actually want to go for the big olive-shaped eyes. The only downside is that I need to have the big olive-shaped eyes, but I also need to make sure that those eyes are, you know, still working properly. So I want to have the eyes be like olive-shaped, but then also work for the rest of it. So as you can see, it's quite olive-shaped, but they are quite nicely done, even though, you know, it's not fully fixed or anything else. And this part right here needs to be way squared like that. So the eyes were almost perfect, which is good. You know, that's what I wanted to be in the first place. And then I'm gonna be now drawing over the olive shape which we have. I'm gonna draw over that. I'm gonna draw the eyebrows because that's how that works. These eyebrows were too thin. I should have known. That's why they were so off. That's why they were off. They were too thin. They were too small. They were too tiny to even be notified. All right. So here we're gonna go. Here we're gonna go small, and then we're gonna go large, which creates the effect of, you know. Also, the gap between the eyelashes need to be a little bit smaller. All right. Now we're almost there. Whew. This gives me goosebumps. This gives me goosebumps. Just trying to do my very best upon making this look far more better than before. Now we actually need to finish this like so. Yes. Awesome. Now I'm gonna be doing that part that I want to do, and that is actually first I'm gonna be drawing the light inside of the eye and the tiny eye part right here. The tiny eye part is not gonna be touching anything, but this part right here is gonna be forming this oval, which is just merely touching the light part, but not in a way that it actually causes any problems. That's the idea. So now we do have, oh yes, 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 awesome, 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 awesome. That looks so beautiful. Whew. All right. Now we're gonna do the same with the other one, the other eye. We're gonna draw the eye. Just be careful what just be careful what you do. Just draw the eye. And then once the eye is drawn, you draw the white shape. Blip. Needs to be a little bit more like this. Yes. Remove the parts that we don't need, and then draw the little drill, which is around here. Alright. And now we're gonna draw the main oval. So, same thing here. We don't want to have, we want to be equally balanced with these ovals. So we want to make sure that most places have the same touch. Like so. And now we can see if that is better. Yes, it's much better. What a surprise. I didn't know. I did know, but surprise nonetheless. So now if we then remove now the parts that we don't want, which is the parts that we drew of the eye that we don't need anymore, we can now clearly see how this is actually turn the eye into a far more better looking eye, to say the least. And just like that, you know, the eyes are far more fixed. Alright. Yes. So this is a part that we need to draw over it. So the first things first we're going to draw is that part, right? That is the part that we need to draw and then draw over that. Yes. So this is the part that we need to... No, we don't. Because technically we fixed it already. Alright. Fine. We're going to go for that. We're going to go for this first. So, so the first thing first we're gonna need to do is actually draw the hard lines now, because that's what we're gonna do. So, back to pencil mode, because we need to draw over it. Also, we should save. And you can already see the main difference right now in the face. It is far better. It's far more circular, but it is much better in the looks. Alright, and place cursor now. We need to get the tool of brush. There you go, pencil tool. Thank you, pencil tool. Alright. Now we need to actually have these three being transparent. How do I do that? How do I make them transparent? Alright, so if I want to transparent this, and I want to transparent that, and I want to transparent that, can I do that? Yes, I can. Alright, good. So the first things first we need to draw on this beautiful transparent loop of loop-de-loops. We should definitely first start with the... yes. Should we first start with? Because the hair is not fully correct, so we should definitely fix that up. But let's start with the chin first, because we know that that is actually a part that we can draw on. So we should be able to draw the chin. We don't have to do exactly... We don't have to actually draw hard on it, I guess. No, we don't. And we can draw the nose as well. And the mouth, because that's already the key things that we want to draw anyway. Now we can start looking at parts that we actually want to... what do we want to draw and what we don't want to draw? Right here, the hair has some problems. Because, you know, I'm not used to drawing hair. That's the main idea why I'm having trouble with it. So I think we should go for this kind of approach instead of the downwards approach. And we should definitely include the ear with it. Alright. Now we're gonna draw the part that we have. So right over here. And we're gonna draw it a little bit more tinier than before. That will fix it. Alright, and now we're gonna draw the stroke in one go. So, one go stroke. Yep. There you go. And then the second stroke is gonna be like so. Alright, now the hard part comes. We want to have this part to be exactly around like so. That is actually one of the things that I can do. not too shaky. Nice. And zoop, zoop. So we should definitely do this again because it's a little bit shaky. There you go. Now we can do this part, which we're gonna be doing anyway. Oh, couldn't make that one. I couldn't make that stroke. That's a shame that I couldn't make that stroke, but I can make the stroke now, so no worries there then. There you go. Normally you want to make sure that you have all the strokes in one go, but sometimes you just can't get to it. Either because you are too zoomed in or you're too zoomed out, so don't worry about it too much. Not every stroke has to be perfect, to say the least. Of course, you want to make most strokes perfect. That's the idea. There you go. Why is this a thing? Alright. Of course, we're gonna switch those stroke colors soon, so don't worry about it too much. It's just black right now, but we can change it up later. And there you go. So we do want to have this ear to be the same way, right? Yep. There you go. Oh, I'm actually wondering if I should actually put it on the... No, that would make no sense. So these are the main main stroke lines. So then the rest I will put into a secret into a different line, because, well, you know, it's the hair and the face. For the rest, it's nothing. So it should be all right. Whew, all right. Now we have actually that what I want, and now we can actually get the part that I need. And then that part right here needs to be done. You can already see how much actually... You can already see that this is already looking far more better than before. But once I draw the whole coloring and all that stuff, and then it will be looking far better. So, I need to put more outlines in, so I should definitely switch to a second part so that I don't erase all the lines that I already have been drawing. One of the lines I need to draw, the line of the eyebrow. I think the eyebrow and the eyes is gonna be the eyebrow is gonna be one of those things that I need to draw separately with the eyes, but I think that would be fine if I use the same place there. So as you can see, we are doing quite well now. And now we actually need to draw the eyes. So we're gonna shut down, not this one, we're gonna shut down the other one, because we actually need to draw the eyes. We're not supposed to draw anything else, so we should draw the eyes. Note, the eyes are definitely a very difficult one to draw because of the, overdraw because of the amount of stuff I have been sketching on. So we should keep it as clean as possible with as least of sketching marks left. Because that's the idea. And then we can work around, like, you know, making the line art less visible by putting colors of the same color on it. And then do the rest with the rest of it. So I want this line to be there. Whoop. And then a hard line backwards. Come on, let's see. Follow the line that I drew. There you go. And now the other one. The other one's a little bit more roughly made, so we should definitely work our way towards getting what we want. Alright. Right there, I need to draw. Alright, and then I need to remove. This is the main problem with the. This is the main problem with the with line art. You cannot erase mistakes, and that's it's so problematic. But we want to make sure that everything is working just fine, so we should definitely just implement what we are trying to do and, you know, take the little mistakes with a grain of salt. Little imperfections makes things perfect, so not too much of a problem. But of course, too big of an imperfection is not good. That is why I always don't like that. Like, for instance, with the Morphog, I rather prefer using the wood brush instead of this big giant painting tool of lines, because I don't like, you know, I like the sketchy effect of it. And once we're done with this bad boy, we can then start with the rest. That was a close one. All right. Whew. All right. Now we can see. Look at that. So we actually have the same face as the normal, you know, Mina still. Like, you know, we kept her style, we kept her whatever we wanted to draw. We kept most of the things that we wanted to have from her. But we just made her face a little bit more pretty. And that is most likely what I want from this. I don't want anything else from it, I just want to show you that, you know, I have been improving upon the art style itself. So now that we have that, we also need to have the... where is it? There you go. Come on. And I can do this best with just, you know, like this. Oop. Instantly fail because of the space with my hand I don't have. So I'm just gonna be, you know, not doing the clothing just yet. I'm just gonna give you just a face. Just a face, because I'm not gonna be doing clothing right now because I'm not yet fully understanding how to do it properly without making it look weird. So now we have done the layering. We have both lines, so we should merge them with the below. Merge with below. So now we have the full line art with no problems whatsoever, and we have no sketches needed. So we can now remove the sketch, remove the sketch, remove the sketch, remove that. And now we're back into, you know, only the merge part that we have. So that's good. Now we need to actually go for the coloring. So we should put the color below, and we should start with the basic coloring that we had before. As already noticed, we have most colors. So we just pick up the colors that we already have and then use them for what we need. So for this I would go for this because that is a very good brush to go for. And we're just casually drawing over it and then over it again. So multiple colors, let's see, should I go then for multiple layers of color? Yes, I should, definitely should. And so, you know, we're almost there. Allow me to just look at it. We're already an hour in. Oh well. We're an hour in, I think within 2 hours we can do this. So I will do that. I will take 2 hours and then, you know, we can compare the two parts. So we're now actually done the first part of it, which is just drawing the outlines, improving the face, improving most of the things, like, you know, I have not yet done the body part or whatever. You know, I have not done the rest of it. I should. I definitely should, but I have not done it yet, so I will do it later. So we just have improved the face. I could, by the way, do something here. Hold on. I need that one thing, and I need that one thing now. No, I don't need that. Alright. So I actually need to have this part, and then this part as well. Yep, I need to do that. I'll get to it. Alright. So now we have done this coloring, I believe. Even though it's just rough coloring, we just need to get all the colors in. And the best way to do that is just, you know, doing a rough coloring and then just perfect it later on. Because, you know, we have like multiple colors that we need to work around with. So this is gonna be the hair. So the hair is gonna be this, which is true. The hair is different than the face. You can already see like most of this is gonna be just, you know, just as good as the rest of it. And we can already see how this face is gonna be ending up, because as I said before, we use this as a guideline. All right, we use this as a guideline, and we came up with, you know, the same old-fashioned Mina, but looking far prettier than before because of the face, because it's no longer walnut. So no longer walnuts is it's a thing, you know. I don't like it. It looks strange. It looks misformed. Because, you know, people don't have big giant walnut faces. Well, not everybody has it, but it's not a very it's not a very good thing to look at. And, you know, we don't want to have, like, you know, the eye be like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because it looks nice, you know, it looks still pretty decent, but it feels off. And because it feels off, it is not, it creates this, oh, something is missing, something is wrong. And I know that the proportions are also there wrong in that drawing, but I just wanted to show you guys that I can actually fix the face, that, you know, fix something that I have been working on. Because, you know, that's a thing that is also important to me. It's like, I did this, I fixed this, I created this, and I feel proud of myself knowing now that I can do such thing, that I can fix such things, that I can improve upon such things. Even though, you know, that the odds were against me. Honestly, the odds were against me. But I did it anyway. And that makes me feel very proud of myself, knowing now that, you know, I can do it. That I can improve upon what I have learned and implement those changes to improve upon the drawing. Most of the drawings that I normally do are, you know, just, you know, things that I like, things that I love to do. And this is also a thing that I love to do, you know, improve upon my own art style, improve upon the things that I do. Because there is nothing better than just improving upon the old art style and improving upon whether you want to make it look pretty, whether you want to see if you can get from point A to point B. And this does make it more fun. And of course, you know, the story I'm trying to write, you know, it's still very early now, but I'm already having a blast, you know, just seeing myself and doing the stuff that I wrote, you know, just talking my way into like, yes, this is gonna be happening, oh my god, yes, this is an awesome idea, or this is a bad idea. And I know that, you know, most things might be a bad idea, and other things might be a very good idea. And I really, really, really like that, you know, I can see whether I'm wrong or am I right upon most cases. Like, I do love the introduction of one of the bad guys, but, you know, it might not be for everyone. So I should make, you know, the character that I like to, you know, show off, not always show up, you know, because reasons. It's you need to make the character, you know, likable for everybody, not only for you or only for, you know, the reader. You need to be making it likable for most people that read the book. Like, oh well, this person, I can see why, or I can see what this person's supposed to be. And it's clearly shown in the first fight what kind of villain this person's supposed to be, and you can already see like, oh well, he's gonna pull these shenanigans all the time when they fight, and that is like a thing that I want to make sure of, and how it might be impactful. And later on, you know, develop even more personality to him. Like, he's not only just this gimmick, he is also just a guy who does this or does that. He has a job. He maybe has, you know, he works at a natural museum because, you know, he's the owner of it, and he's tried to woo some customers to buy his merch stuff or anything like that, and then, you know, he's just a regular guy. He's just a Charlie, just like you or me, you know? That is also a thing. Of course, you know, there also always will be one of those, you know, not likable characters that are just, you know, insanely nuts, but not supposed to be only those types of people that, you know, need to be fought. It also need to be like, you know, people that are intelligent, that know what they are, or know how they can manipulate the good guys to work for them, or do something that eventually they regret, because you need those villains as well. You just don't need always nut guys. You also need just smart guys that do things behind the scene, or do investigations before they even approach the superheroes in the first place. They might know that there are superheroes in the place, but they are like, yeah, I'm not feeling like now is the right time, because I actually want to make sure that I have every advantage possible to once I meet them. Those people you also need to have. Or they might send their henchmen to do their dirty work for them, to gather information, to gather certain things like, oh well, what is their status, or how good are they, and it creates a more closer world to the heart than like, yes, I know exactly what you did, I know exactly what you do, and I will send this big giant ape to beat you. I don't know why I sent this ape, I have no reason why, but I sent this ape anyway. It sounds a little bit stupid. I like to have people sent, even if the reason is stupid, then still, the reason should be, I sent this ape because, you stole my lunch money. Well, congratulations, you have now an ape that wants to throw rocks at you, for instance. I don't know. Some might sound a little bit weird, but yeah, those apes. And this is why I prefer, making sure that I have everything that I want. Like, for instance, I am now working towards getting one of the characters developed. So one of the bad guys I want to also introduce. So I have now 2 characters that I already have, like 2 villains that I want to throw at the group. Like, one guy is just a guy with a giant claw, giant hook that hooks them that tries to hook them and then drain their power, so that he can use their power against them. But all the powers have disadvantages, and that is a thing that he did not calculate. So the next time they fight, he calculated it and then becomes more of a very problematic asshole. Because he's smart and he knows that he makes sure that he does something out of the ordinary. So he knows, like, yes, I just have to deal with this person, take their powers, and then, I don't have to deal with the rest because they can no longer, they are no threat to me. But of course, eventually he finds a way to get 2 powers at once. Ooh, very spooky. So, and then, things might get more out of hand. And that's what I want with that guy. Like, evolve from being, a pushover to being a very spooky, not very likable person, very piece of shit person, but, very strong. But that's the thing that I want. Of course, I cannot always have that, because not everybody is like that. So, how do we get then another guy? I want to make sure that that the girls might have more additional powers. How do we get that? Well, and first, they gonna there is a bad guy who, stole an artifact because, it was his heirloom. And so he uses it, and then, he gets beaten. But of course, he's gonna have jail time, and then he, after 2 years, he gets out. So he doesn't get out like, he gets out for goodwill. And he's like a redeemable bad guy, for instance. Like, he's not a real bad guy. He just stole something because it was his heirloom, and he finally got, the devil's advocate to, send him out of the jail. Of course, then there are strings attached to that, but it's still, he got out. How's the group gonna react to? Well, this guy that we supposed to fight got out, and now we need to deal with that. We now need to, what is he up to, or is he planning something, or it raises questions that not supposed to be. It raises questions that are giving the party reasons to maybe not trust him fully or whatever. But then he wins the party over by telling the group about how to unlock these artifacts that might be hidden around certain types of places in the city itself, and these artifacts might benefit might even benefit the biggest of the baddest. And yes, of course I need to. Oh, I need to do. Yes, I know what I need to do with this, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But first, I need to get this up and running. So yeah, this bad guy turns good and helps the party out, improving their skills and improving their badassness. Because of not badassness, but improving the whole dynamic. They improve by gaining new powers or unlock new abilities that they could not have, or removing certain types of disadvantages, giving them more potential, something like that. And of course, there might be a challenge to it, maybe a stone golem or something like that, or a big giant golden ox that they need to fight because it's guarding the scroll. I have no idea, but that creates also different adventures. That gives more variety in what they are, what they want to do. Of course, you still have the bad guys roaming around or doing planning stuff, but there is now also other things that they want to do. They also have now other things on their agenda than just beating the bad guys occasionally. Of course, the bad guys are not there in the first place. They are just, it's coincidence most of the times. Like, yes, the first time it's a coincidence. The second time it's on purpose. The third time, well, third time is the charm, I guess. And most of the guys that want to beat these people so badly are the guys that want to either the guys who want to beat these three heroes up are most likely either jealous or they did something to them. But I need to build up to that, and therefore I need to do that. Like for instance, the Devil's Advocate actually he's like, oh my god, you son of a bitch, you stole my client, because he was like in a major problem, and then he need to pay off his debt, but then they pay off his debt either instead of him, and he was counting on getting the museum, for instance, like that. Let's continue. So yeah, I'm very happy upon what and how things are turning out, and that is indeed a thing that I adore. I really adore I really like how all of this is turning out to be, and how all of this is actually turning to be, very nice to look at. Because not always you have these awesome or amazing moments where, you can see that, you're improving, or you don't see when things go good or bad. But in a couple of weeks, in a couple of days, I did do my drawing. I saw like, wow, I went from potato looking girl to, far more better looking girl. Even though I did not have my coloring with me. I don't have color pencils at home. I might have some, but I don't know where they are. It's like a mystery. I don't know where they are, and I'm too lazy to look for them. And so I saw the improvement. I saw only the improvement upon non-coloring, but coloring is gonna be improving the more I color. So therefore, yeah. That is indeed a thing. And you can already see, like, you know, what and how things are turning out to be. And I like how much has changed ever since I have been working on this. Like, you know, the art style of this has been improving. The drawing speed has been improving. The amount of stuff I can pull off without any problems whatsoever have been improving. So, let's see. I want this actually to be on the downside. So if I draw this, does that? Yes, that does that. All right. Well, I don't want that to be the thing. I want them actually to be less of a square. Yes, there you go. And I need to beat that. And I need to have that underneath there. Now I want to see if I can change it up a little bit more to make it a little bit more darker. That's more like it. Awesome. So yeah. So a lot of this is actually, you know, me improving upon my own drawing style, improving upon my own work, and seeing that the work actually turns out to be far more better than I thought it would be. It gives me more courage upon working even more on it. And that really helps. I'm very happy upon how much I already learned from it. And the more I learn from how to do it, how to get better at it, it really creates this effect that I am really happy upon. It creates the effect that I want, the effect that most of the people want. Because I actually need to put this here upwards. So technically I need to put it here like that. Yes, I do. Because now I know how to do that. I know now how to do the part that I need to do. Also, this part? No, this part. No, this part. Yes. I see that I made such a blob. Ugh, such a blob right here. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Never mind, that's not the blob. That is actually another thing. That is actually the eye, right? Those are the eyes, yes. Alright. Thank God. I thought it was the blob. Well, good enough. And I need to have this being right over here as well. There you go. So now you can already see how much I actually worked on it, and now it looks already of it, the combination of all of it. It looks much more cleaner. Even though it might, you know, the hairstyle might still change a bit, but it does look much better now. It looks much better now because of the amount of, you know, the shaping, the idea. I know that I am not perfect with this. Honestly, I submit it's not my, you know, kind of thing. I'm more likely draw these things, you know. I'm just gonna pull it on. I am not very good at drawing these things, alright? I am not good at it, and I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to improve. I'm more, you know, normally things like hold on a sec. I'm just gonna load 5 gig of product. There you go. I'm more fan of this. You know, this is my kind of deal. This is my kind of thing that I want to draw. It's more my kind of work with it. Of course, you know, this requires like insane amount of detail, insane amount of drawing, and oh damn me, how much stuff I gotta do to need to do that. So yeah, this is more my kind of cup of tea. It is my, you know, bread and butter that I normally draw. But since we don't draw that, we're now working on this. which has like a really more different approach. Come on. There you go. I'm gonna save this because I need to. But this is like, you know, a way different approach, and I can already see like, well, I should definitely add some more lines. I should definitely make this this part right here a little bit more bigger. But then, yeah, I should have made this a little bit more bigger so that it looks far more better. It's a thing that I might, you know, change later on. But for the first sketch of the front face, or for the second sketch of the front face, after, you know, 2 weeks of not being able to do anything, I think I did a pretty good job for, you know, quick sketching already. But we're not done yet. No. We are not done yet. We are not done. We are not done. We're not done. Not done. So, as you can see, lots more different, lots more things, lots more detail. And as I said before, we're not done yet. The main problem I have right now is that I'm like really tired because, you know, I have done this now for 1 hour and a half or something like that. Probably. Yep. So I'm not going to be making the 2-hour mark before my head collapses. So, to prevent that from happening, you know, not for my head collapsing to the ground and saying hello, I'm going to be working on this on Saturday and Sunday as well. And then hopefully, you know, I will be able to finish it off. Now, quick thoughts. As you can see, the neck might be a little bit too high, so I should move this part. I should move this part a little bit up. It's one of the things that I problematically did not understand, and I probably made a mistake there. Oh well, too bad for me. What did went well? Let's see. What did went well is the face went well, the eyes went well, the eyelashes went well. Only the hairstyle, I definitely should change that a little bit so that it looks a little bit more full. And that's most likely it. And if I make this transparent, which I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be only doing it on certain parts. So I'm gonna be doing it on certain parts, not on this all of it, but on certain parts I'm gonna make it transparent, so that the eye is gonna be shown with the color, the right color amount. So what does this do? This creates the effect of, you know, having the face underneath it, which is actually quite a cool effect, and I really like it. I really do like this effect that is now created, even though I have not done yet fully everything. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing some kind of effects and all the wishy-washy, woody do. So that's all gonna be doing tomorrow. I'm gonna be working on it, and then, you know, gonna be doing a stream, so 1 hour stream, and then, you know, you see already almost the final result once I'm done. So so far, I must say I'm very happy upon how it went. The strategy behind it. I could have done it better. Honestly, I could have done it better, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is indeed, you know, I changed this face to from walnut face, which is this, to more rounded, which is more likely the face that she's gonna get. So this looks less odd once I add that. All right. So any more things that I would like to apply to my criticism upon the drawing itself? Maybe the nose. Maybe the nose should have been a little bit more wider. I can still fix that, no biggie. But yeah. So hair, neck needs to be a little bit more up. So yeah, the shoulder pads need to be a little bit more upwards. So yeah, hair shoulder pads, and that's it, I guess. Yeah, for the rest it doesn't need any changes. Maybe, yeah, because most of it is actually the hair itself, nothing else. So, yeah. I hope you all have enjoyed for today, and thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day. Bye!